Hello and welcome. We are in October, and this is the Treasure Chest Tuesday for the first week of October, actually. I'm so happy to be with all of you. And today we're going to speak about the focus of this time, which I am calling the anchored heart, and the need for the anchored heart. And our way, what we're going to do in this video is help you be able to learn how to bring forth, create, bring forth, radiate an anchored heart. And it is so important right now, especially because in the world, we're doing the pinball machine. For those of you who remember that one, we ping from this thing that we need to put our attention on to that thing that we need to put our attention on, whether it relates to personal situations or collective situations. It's a back and forth and up and down, and this is getting our attention and that's getting our attention. All these things are getting our attention because we care. Deeply inside, we care about humanity. And also because there's a fight or flight mechanism paired up with that we're sort of working with that's in survival. I need to know about that in case it impacts me in a way that I don't like. Or I need to know about that in case it helps me have more greater faith in who we are as a humanity, or what I can line up with to help in contribution in the situation in the world. Back and forth, up and down. Yes, it's coming, this new world that we love. Oh my God, are you sure it's going to come? Back and forth and back and forth, right? Up and down. So it's something for us to notice. We've been through a lot in this last September, and a lot of transformation with all the eclipses, etc. And now there's a bit more settling going on. So it's important to settle into an anchored heart, to know what to settle into, not the old comfort zone, right? Because the old comfort zone is often related to fear. I'll go into that in a moment. But to be able to hold sacred what we want to manifest, we have to have an anchored heart. We have to feel safe to create something, but we also have to have an anchored heart that honors and holds steady and confident and joyful what it is we want to create. And we're all grand creators, so we're all wanting to create, whether it's just a better world, a kinder world, a better connection with another person, a less stressful situation. How do we manage our stress? The anchored heart will help you immensely. So first, let me tell you about one of those things that we often do, and I've been noticing for myself, and so that's why it's something I'm sharing with you, is our power and how we give it away. We talk about people pleasing, and then we talk about boundaries, and it's important not to give away our power to other people, and then we put up boundaries. And then our heart hurts because our heart goes, wait a minute, but I need those people in my life. So then we let down the boundaries and let those people in, or what they're saying to us, which may not be very creative or helpful. And then we go into a battle with people. Well, I'm right and you're wrong. We've seen that in the collective, haven't we? This is right, this is wrong. Ping pong, who's got the power, who doesn't have the power? I want the power, you're trying to get the power, right? Okay, so that's the bigger scenario, but we see it playing out in our personal worlds as well. And that's where we can create a difference. So that this inner battle of what is right and what is wrong can relax because we have an anchored heart showing us the true way, the truer, deeper way. Okay, so imagine you're having a little fuffle with somebody or you're triggered by somebody. Now you could say, well, really what I'm interested in is money and health and all of that. What triggers us inside is what is unanchored in us. This feeling that we don't have what we need, correct? Whether it's money, health, love, whatever that is, we don't have what we need. So we get off balance when we feel like we don't have what we need. So we come back and go, oh my gosh, how do we get what we need? We fight for it, or we run away from it and we just give up. So the anchored heart is not numb and it doesn't give up either way. Okay. So imagine you're with a person, and it's often people that trigger us and make us feel bad about ourselves and make us feel like we're not very abundant or we're not very valuable, etc. Or we're not doing it right. You see what I mean? Yeah, all those things come up. Okay. So an anchored heart is stable inside and confident inside because it's not battling. So imagine that you have something going on with another person and they say something to you that is upsetting, triggers you. And the way you handle it often relates to, I don't like it, but I don't want to lose their love. I don't want to lose what I need from them, whether it's a business relationship or a heart relationship. So I want to keep the harmony. I want to keep the harmony. And we all want harmony in the world, don't we? Right? Ease, grace, harmony. But we play this out in our relationships. I don't want to lose the harmony. So we pull back often, right? And go say nothing, do nothing. Or if we say something, we get all in arms and start a battle. The anchored heart knows how to speak up and honor itself first and foremost. Not I'm right, you're wrong, but this conversation is not working for me. Either I need a moment, or I'm feeling scared, or I'm feeling rattled. This is what I need right now, and I want to hear what you need, right? So you start to converse from the anchored heart that honors itself. Okay, how do we get to an anchored heart? That is the question, isn't it? How do we feel anchored in our heart? Okay, again, it's not just boundaries and pushing things away and coming back to us. It's also important for me to mention that we all want clarity. We all want to move past being in the unknown, clarity about where we're going, what's the right thing to do, wrong thing to do, what is the purposeful, meaning-filled thing to do. Clarity comes from the heart, an anchored heart. So I had to add that too, because that's really important. Okay. So take a moment now, and you can pause this or come back to it. Take a moment to imagine what qualities an anchored heart would hold for you. Would it be joy, openness, confidence? Those are qualities of spirit. What would an anchored heart feel like for you? Okay. Now, as you do that, I want you to feel that quality in your heart. You can actually create it. If you can say it, you probably can create it, right? I know it's joy because in this moment, I have a sense of what joy is, or I know it's confidence. I don't know what confidence is all about, but there's a little part of me that knows it, or I wouldn't be able to speak about it, right? It's not completely foreign. So hold that in yourself. And then take a moment, and you may be feeling yikes, fear, grief, anger. All of those are okay to feel. An anchored heart is not stiff and numb and rigid and oh my gosh kind of thing to any kinds of feelings. Sorry about my shirt here. It feels deep grief. It feels frustration. It feels fear. But it has a place to come back to. And that's what we're focusing on, what you can come back to in your heart. So I want you to imagine as you're coming back to what it is that an anchored heart holds for you. I want you to imagine a universal flame. A universal flame. Maybe it's the flame of love. Maybe it's the flame of God's source that is present and not going anywhere. See that, sense that, feel that flame, imagine it. You're just imagining it. You know what a flame looks like, but at a universal level. And then bring that flame into your heart. That flame that is true to love, that flame that burns brightly in sacred reverence for all that is, that flame that has integrity and is the life force that lights up everything of life within you. It is movement. It is fluid. Again, it's not numb. It's not stiff. It is fluid and moving, and it is honoring of what is true for the power of love. Feel that in your heart. Know that in your heart. Pause the video now to have that experience of the flame coming in. Feeling the quality of spirit that it brings for you now. And the quality of spirit it gives you. So that you can now imagine yourself in that situation that triggered you. Feel how you would handle it now when you are holding that flame of an anchored heart in life, in light itself. How would you be with the situation, whether it's personal or global? Instead of pinging and ponging and pinballing back and forth and up and down, your anchor heart will guide you into how to be in that situation with strength, ease, and grace. That's what I want for you, to hold a place that you can have devotion and reverence for. I will hold this sacred no matter what. It's not just self-love, it's holding something deeper of a universal source love that is fully there for all that you wish to create. I am so grateful to be with you at this time to fulfill that anchored heart in deeper ways, to allow you to expand into the blessings of love, being able to receive more of what is coming in to transmute and transform while it burns brightly with the sacred sense of all is well. All is moving with the force of creation. I'm so excited for what is opening up for you and for all of us. It may feel like it's not completely a rush or a tide of greatness yet, but we're taking those steps from an anchored heart to create and contribute in the ways we can, with deepest blessing to all that we touch. I am so with you in this, and with much love. Feel free, and please do like, subscribe, share, so more people can know what it means to hold a heart that is stable and true and filled with love, which is what we want to provide, isn't it? The love, which is the antidote for all that's going on of destruction. So as you subscribe, you're bringing in an algorithm for yourself that you honor and hold sacred. An anchored heart holding the power of love for yourself. And please share with me your experiences, your concerns, whatever it is below the video. Make comments so I can come in and bring more to you and all of us to answer the questions. There are a lot of questions these days. What's going on? How's it going to work out? A, B, C, and D, right? So share in the comments below where you are so we can expand into where you choose to be in greater ways. All right, with much love and blessing to each one. Bye for now.